My favorite memory from high school has definitely been football games, getting ready for all the themes, and prom. Also, homecoming week was always fun. Our senior year skit was the best, and it's so funny to look back on. And Powder Puff, we always took it so serious, had our practices, and then ended up losing every year. And my favorite memory with Miss Colleen is setting up for prom or just sitting in her office laughing. But the funniest one is probably from junior year community service day when we were picking rocks. But we were driving around Miss Colleen's four-wheeler, and I took Miss Pollock for a ride and ended up doing a wheelie on it, and then Miss Colleen was like running after us, and that was really funny.
I'm Libby, and my favorite parts of high school were the memories that I got to make with my friends and teachers, especially within the arts and cross country. Whether it was a concert, meet, or just a plain rehearsal or practice, I will keep these experiences with me for the rest of my life. Thanks for everything.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Fagan, and one of my favorite memories at the high school was actually at the elementary school this year. I assistant taught in the classroom, and at the beginning of the year, all the kids would like run up to me, hug me, say hi. And there was this one student that didn't do it because he's kind of introverted, and I was working one-on-one with him a lot the past year, and he actually ran up to me a few weeks ago first and gave me a big hug and said hi, so that was pretty cool. Otherwise, any student council meeting or pep fest that we ran, just the people that are in student council and the environment was just good, so yeah.
I've had a lot of good high school memories, but some of my favorite ones came from the sporting events. I love dressing up in the different themes, doing the different cheers in the student section, and meeting and talking to different people each time. Also, I loved playing in the sporting events because the student section's energy would just fill you up so much in your games, and it allowed me to create friendships and bonds with different upper and underclassmen that I wouldn't have been able to before if I didn't join those different sporting events. I also have a lot of good memories with Mr. Lindenberg, but some of my favorites include winning the regional champions twice, playing in the sectional final game this year, and going out for food after every away game. But my favorite place that we went was Texas Roadhouse this year after beating undefeated Elk Mound.
Hi, my name is Marissa, and I have so many memories from high school, it's hard to pick just one, but they basically all stem from being around my friends or all the extracurricular activities I was in. For example, cross country offered me a multitude of memories, whether it was the chaotic bus rides to the meets or the team bonding activities we did, like bonfires or going to Culver's after our races. Basically, whatever the memory is, the thing that always stands out to me is the people who were surrounding me in the moment.
Oh, 2, 3.
Hi, my name is Tyler. My favorite high school experience would have to be probably my senior homecoming. Just because of all the festivities and events and stuff like that that it kind of they're a little more senior oriented, and it's a lot of fun hanging out with your friends. Dance is always fun. All the sporting events and all the cool stuff you go throughout the week is definitely worth a while.
I'm Melissa McGlade, and my favorite memory from high school was going on school trips with the band and choir, whether we went to Disney World or when we went to Chicago this year.
Some of my favorite memories from high school are dressing up for the themes for the football games with my friends, and then also going to community day at Miss Collins' house and picking rocks. And homecoming week was also so much fun with all the activities we did, like pancake breakfast, dress-up days, powder puff, and the parade in front of the whole district and the town was also so fun, like just walking around with my friends with music. And I am really gonna miss Somerset.
So my favorite part about high school is definitely going to the sporting events, particularly football in the fall, and just getting to go hang out with your friends and watching your friends or family play on the field. And I chose Miss Sutton for my teacher because she's always there no matter what she's doing or what she's up to. She'll always listen. Her room is always open. You can ask her. I was always in there, but she's more than a teacher to me. She is a friend. She's someone I could go to and tell anything, and she'd help me through it, good or bad. And I'm sure I can speak for more than one person, but she's just an amazing person, and we all know that she's there for every single one of us, whether we've known her for 5 minutes or for 4 years. And she's just a really amazing person. So.
I'm Mia Olson, and my favorite high school memory is winning the regional championships this year against Amory, and then going on to win against St. Clair Falls for the first time in 7 years in the sectional semifinals. I chose Mr. Potter as my teacher to honor, and my favorite memory with Mr. Potter is when my dad, Mr. Olson, went up during parent-teacher conferences second semester to talk to him about my grades and how I was doing in the class. And Mr. Potter was very confused because he didn't realize that I was Mr. and Mrs. Olson's daughter, even though I was already in the second semester.
One of my favorite memories from high school was dressing up for football games. A lot of the volleyball girls would get together after practice on Friday nights to get dressed, eat dinner really fast, and then rush back to the field for front row seats. It was always so much fun, win or lose, and we made so many fun memories. Also, volleyball this year was so much fun. I have so many close friendships from volleyball in general, but especially this year. We beat Prescott in a really intense game, and that was a great accomplishment. We also made it to the second round of playoffs, and it was so much fun. Just sports in general and watching sports was something that I enjoyed most about high school, and I'm glad that I got to experience.
When it comes to my favorite memory of high school, I would say homecoming week this past year, senior year. It's a whole new experience, and especially being on homecoming court, like the parade, being surrounded by your best friends, knowing that it's like one last time. My favorite memory with Egton, I can't even pick one, and I tried to ask him and he couldn't pick one either. Every day that I hang out in his room or I'm in the dugout for baseball, like we are always laughing. I'm always learning something from him. I'm always getting his perspective on things. He's always giving me advice, making me laugh. If I had to pick like one that's up there that I like remember, it would just be all the times that we were in Sutton's room dancing or doing Zumba, and him just laughing at us or making fun of us for every reason possible. An event in high school that really changed me had to be after the passing of Mr. Larson. The whole school really came together, and you got to see a new side of every student and every teacher and everyone in the community, and it was just the way I bonded with my friends in a whole new way that really changed me.
So one of my favorite high school memories, I'd say, is a classic. Just going to football games with friends and getting to dress up and cheer in the stands, and everyone was just so happy to be there. So it was always fun. But my experience was a little bit different because I was on the dance team. So after we got done performing, we'd always go rush into the school and try and get ready before halftime ended. That was always fun. And leading into that, another one of my favorite memories is just being in sports and being able to go to meets, because it just give you a different vibe with the kids you were with. And it was fun being able to be with younger classmen and older classmen when I was a freshman.